Hey, what's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here in the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine headquarters with my man, Paul Watson, All Harley World Shootout, Lumbee Racing. And we're coming to you live at 7 o'clock tonight, Wednesday night, to talk to you a little bit about his upcoming races and what's going on in the All Harley World Shootout world. So what's going on tonight? What you got going, man?
Well, the first thing I want to do is just talk a little bit about the pre-party we had last night at Springer's Bar with Jeff Smith. I'm telling you, it was large, and Jeff really did a phenomenal job with everything he had going on. I mean, like I said, fed everybody, pool tables. I mean, just everybody was doing all kinds of things. And obviously, I want to just highlight that Alan Fields came down there, and unfortunately he was the only Hayabusa on the property, non-Harley or whatever, but we appreciate Alan coming out and Carson coming out, his son. They're definitely coming in to the All Harley World Shootout racing in that 560 class.
Well, he came out and let everybody know what it was like, man. He came out here to give them something to look at. And honestly, there was a crowd around the bike all night long. I saw you get stuck over there talking about that bike a few good times. It was nice to have it on the lot, man.
Yeah, we bring a little bit of everything, when it comes to the All Harley World Shootout. We really appreciate Frank Loney and, folks like Frank and Frank and Shane and Kerry Hall, and Trevor Jenkins, all these guys that aren't in the Harley world, but they're coming out supporting our event. And, it just gives us an opportunity to do a lot of matchups, a lot of grudge racing. And these Harleys can compete. It's not been like that, except the last 3 years. But these Jason Broskis of the world, they definitely can compete with some of these fast Suzukis and Kawasaki's.
Yep. But I agree. Last night at Springer's, man, it was a really great kickoff for the All Harley World Shootout, the pre-party last night. Yeah, Jeff did a great job. And, because even when I pulled up, it was 4 o'clock. I got there a little early to do some pictures, man. There was already 6 or 7 bikes on the lot. Everybody was ready to get out there for bike night to check out the bikes, to be a part of the pre-party for All Harley World Shootout. So that was pretty all right there.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Had a lot of vendors out there. You had Frankie out there, with the, all those glasses and shades and everything.
He's the official sunglasses dealer of the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, no, that's cool. So we got the pre-party, man. That was a great deal. Now this weekend is the main event, man. The kickoff of the All Harley World Shootout season at Farmington. What do we got going on? Let's get down there and let them know what's going on here.
Well, I actually took off today, tomorrow, and obviously Friday. I mean, there's several of us behind the scenes really working hard on this event and have been for several months. Entire Lumbee racing team. And I'm not going to go and name every single person, but anyhow, they've just been working really hard trying to, give a lot of structure to this event, and a lot of the sponsors. And, even with all the sponsorship we have and all the belts that we're going to have, I don't even have a place to put the Lumbee Racing or All Harley World Shootout logo on anything. I mean, sold out. Man. I mean, no joke. And I actually had 3 folks that they're looking at 710, because we just didn't have an opportunity to highlight them at this arena, late in the ball game. And so, we appreciate the sponsorship and the support that we have through the Harley world.
Well, you put in a lot of work on these events over the years, and it's, I hate to use the word like building, because it's there, but on top of it being a great event, put on by somebody that knows the sport, that's putting it on for the people. Man, those belts are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, to have your logo on the belt is quite a thing, and I know that the racers, man, that's the coveted prize right there.
Yeah, well, that flyer, has the Nature Boy Ric Flair on it, and some folks, like my grandparents did not like the Nature Boy at all, but I've always been a fan. He's 16-time world champion, and actually he was the inspiration for me just continuing the belts, trophies and plaques and all that other stuff. I just, the guys like the belts. So, we're going to continue down that path. And again, I appreciate Ric Flair giving us the opportunity to use that photo and be a part of our program, because we're actually truly dedicating this whole thing to the Nature Boy himself.
Well, we've got to get a woo in here.
Yeah, woo!
Woo! That's right. All right. Good deal, man. Good deal. So the party starts on Friday.
Yeah, we've had some weather discussions, me and probably about 100 people You know, again, folks, I'll just tell you, you know, if you're in the race world, this is not your first time. You know, I can't control Mother Nature. Nobody can. There's been lots of events canceled or whatever, you know, but fortunately for us, you know, a couple things about Farmington. It's kind of unique. Sandy said that because it was incorporated into Moxville, and Moxville's several miles away from Farmington Dragway, there's been many times that it's been 80, 90, 95% chance of rain and not a drop.
Yep.
You know, and even when we had the November finals, they were predicting 55, 60% chance of rain on Saturday, and we didn't get any rain until like 8, 9 o'clock at night. So really, we're rolling the dice. But, you know, again, I got a plan for the, you know, the event as it is, and that's what I've done. You know, the only thing I did do as far as a change is I actually, you know, Al Yance and half his band actually came out and supported the pre-party last night.
Yep.
And Al is the, if you don't know who he is the lead singer for Muddy Creek Revival.
Yep. And
I promise you, you know, this works out well for the fans that are coming on Saturday. But anyhow, he was gracious enough to come and be part of the program on Saturday from 12 to 3.
Right.
So you got one of the baddest bands in the entire Southeast that's going to play from 12 to 3 on Saturday. So it's kind of like a, you know, free concert. Harley's, you know, Roy Hill and all that he's bringing with those dragsters. And, you know, again, we just got a lot of things going on Saturday, and it looks like per the weather, you know, it's like 5% chance of rain, you know, so we got great weather, 79, 78 degrees, 5% chance of rain. So we're going to get this race in, you know, a lot of folks want to get it in. We're going to get it in.
Oh, we're going to get it in. And here's the deal. And it's what I always tell everybody, you know, drag racing fans are going to be there, but just motorcycle enthusiasts and people that like to have a good time show up, because this is much, much more than just a drag race. This is a real deal event, man. There's lots of stuff going on. And even so, man, if you're getting out there and you go through a little drizzle, it's going to be worth it to get out there. And they got shirts for sale. Go ahead and dry off, get yourself a fresh shirt on. It's not going to matter. And like you said, you got like 5%. Sometimes that's in the morning. It's not going to be a big deal. So you kind of we got to get that out of the equation, get that out of the way. We're doing drag racing.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been doing this 20 plus years, and, you know, it's just, hey, we deal with the weather. You know, we either work with it or we work around it, and that's it. You know, at the end of the day, we can't control anything. All we can do is just power through it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to power through it. We have a tremendous amount of things going on, and a lot of people that's going to show up. You know, I got some Christian biker clubs that have reached out and said they're definitely coming,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, guys coming in on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
you know, still. So if we can get any racing in, I promise you, Sandy, Jason, and that crew down there will make it happen. They got all the equipment to dry the track off, just like they did last year when it was raining.
Well, they're professionals.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now I got to back you up a little bit here, because we're going through this whole thing, and I heard you bring up Roy Hill. Now we talk about, hey, we're gonna have live music. We're talking about how this is a heck of an event. It's all encompassing. We got a lot of stuff going on, and then you threw in there Roy Hill. Let's get back to that. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, were you serious about what you said last night?
I am serious about it. We're ready to put it out there.
All right. Well, if I booger it up, you let me know. Okay.
All
right. So
take charge.
I'm going to just highlight what you said last night. Really, you know, folks, you know, Carolina Full Throttle Magazine, you know, is a big part of what we do. You know, it's one of my corporate sponsors, and I think the world of Lincoln and his whole entire program. But last night we were in a conversation just talking about things in general, and he started talking about he and Jerry Spencer of Law Tigers wanted to ride in the dragsters, you know, and these dragsters go 510, 515, you know, 130, 40 miles, whatever it is, down the track. And, you know, and he says, Paul, let me make a suggestion. You tell me what your thoughts are. And I said, okay, all right, let me hear it. He says, what if we gave every single one of our fans that came in Saturday a ticket?
Yeah.
All right. And so everybody that comes in on Saturday gets a ticket. And then you're going to, correct me if I get this messed up, but at 12 o'clock, you're going to pull a ticket and call out that name, that ticket, whoever the person that has that ticket, you're going to do what?
We're going to give you a ride in that Roy Hill drag car. You know, and what this started out was as a kind of a bet between Jerry and I. You know, we're talking about these drag cars going there. I'm going like, well, I'm going to take a ride in this thing, man. You need to take a ride in this thing. And he didn't want to ride it. So, hey, man, we're going to do this. And then, you know, what comes out of that is talking to you about doing this ticket thing, which is a great thing. So not only when you come to this event, you get drag racing, you get vendors, you get live music, you get a chance to take a free ride in the Roy Hill drag car going down Farmington Dragway, which is going to be an awesome experience. Now we're going to pull, how many did we say? We said we're going to do 5 of those?
Yeah, you said that last night you said that you were going to pull a name at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Boom.
So
right,
there's 5 of our fans that come out to the All Harley World Shootout on Saturday that gets to ride in this dragster. And again, I'm going to do it myself. I've never been in a car on a track, and you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, Roy is just great at doing this, and we appreciate his partnership, and he's going to be with us for several races throughout the season. And folks, I don't know if he has a whole lot of spots available. I mean, if the rain gets us on Friday, if it does, then you know, it pushes everything back. But you know, I'm hoping that Roy just we wear those dragsters out. You know, so fans, it's $100, but Roy is gracious enough to partner up with the Lumbee Racing All Harley World Shootout to give us a $50 discount. So it's $100, and it's normally $150 is what he actually charges. So we appreciate him doing that for our fans as well.
Yeah, it's spectacular. So the thing is, like, yeah, you could win a chance. But I'm not even saying wait on that. You know, you could get a second chance. I'd say, you know, go ahead and get in line, you know, buy a ride on this drag car, because look, this is not something you get to do every day.
To me, it's a lifetime experience. Okay.
Lifetime experience.
I've been riding bikes for lots of years, and I've never in my life been in a car down the track. And so this is my opportunity. And I've seen Roy for the last 15, 20 years doing this at Rockingham and all this other stuff. I've just never thought about doing it because I've been in, you know, entangled in some other things. But, you know, since he's coming to my event, I'm going to take advantage of this. You know, I've never done it. I'm going to do it this time.
Well, I saw a really cool picture of them drag cars covered in Lumbee racing and cool stuff like that, man. I just thought they looked spectacular. The black drag car with the logo on it, man. That thing looks sharp.
Yeah, well, you know, again, I really appreciate Roy Hill. He you know, thinks a lot of us. And, you know, again, I had no idea that he actually was going to do that for the dragsters. He's going to leave the All Harley World Shootout logo and the Lumbee Racing logo on those dragsters the entire year. And I can't say in words how much I appreciate him and Kim doing that, giving us that little shout out every time he goes somewhere else. And again, these dragsters are not just right here. They're all the way Midwest. They're on the West Coast. They're in New York. They're all over the place. So, you know, thank you, Roy. Thank you, Kim. We appreciate you doing that for us.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've covered a little bit of this, but I want to go back and talk about the drag racing, the main event, the big part of this. Let's talk about, you know, purses. Let's talk about classes. You know what? You know, there's all kinds of great racing to be seen at your events, man. Tell me about it, because you're going to be racing, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Well, right. I'm going to try and get it in on Friday. Now, I went and picked my bike up today at Jesse, Busted Knuckles, and Jesse's got it right, man. He said that he's got it where it's tuned, it's ready to go. Yeah. So we're going to see. You know, Dusty Blackwell is actually going to be riding my bike on Saturday. So, you know,
you're a busy man on Saturday.
I don't have time to do anything. I'll be lucky to ride in a golf cart. But you know, the classes are as is. All right. Pro Comp Outlaw, sponsored by Ty Tharp Spevco. And again, folks, I'm not going to go in and try and list all the sponsors. Trust me when I say this. I appreciate the sponsorship that every class has. But, you know, the Elite Fleet Services Pro Comp Outlaw class is $1,500. Now, Wayne Spencer and SFC Senior Friends Club. You got to be 55 to be a member. But anyhow, Wayne Spencer's adding another $500 on top of that. So, you know, that class is actually $2,000 in a belt. All right. So non-bagger is $1,300. But my boy, my main man, Jamie Beasley down there at Second Shift Cycles in Lexington added another $250. So that class is $1,550. And $1,000 for the hot rod bagger class, $1,000 for Pro ET, $1,000 for the metric ET, and $1,000 for the street ET. Now, I want to go back to the metric ET.
Okay.
All right. I have, again, I think Jack Corpella and, Cycle Drag, him and Frank Loney, they got together about a month and a half ago. And I actually talked to Jack about a couple of days ago. Right. And I asked him, he said, well, I can't tell you all my secrets. But that told me right there that him and Frank got together and conjured up this thing where he went out and got all these world champions, Trevor Jenkins and Carrie Hull. I mean, she's got more wins than the entire team that I'm getting ready to talk about. All right. But anyhow, they have their metrics, their 5 selected metrics. Mm-hmm. My buddy, great friend, Elbow Carter, has got 5 of the baddest Harleys. And again, let me just tell you, when I say bad, I don't mean the fastest. All right. Fred Norton has a full dresser, full Harley dresser. And I promise you, he is going to put it on some of you guys. So the race, let me tell you how this goes. Frank's going to put up 250. Lumbee Racing is going to put up 250. So it started out $500. Then Ox Racing, Tim Oxendine, which we appreciate you, Tim. Thank you a big bunch. He put in $200. Scott and Chris Wood at Wood Cycles put in another $200. So right now the side wager is $900 for whoever goes the farthest in this metric class. And the way it works is that if a Harley wins, they're going to get the $900. They're going to get the $1,000, and there's the $300 bonus that I put in, and the belt. So $2,200.
Hey, that's worth it. We got to see some of our HD guys get out there and give them a run for their money now.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, this race is going to be probably one of the most watched races. I know Jack's going to definitely go nationwide on it because it's 5 and mostly Robco representatives. All right, my Lumbee Nation guys. All right, but anyhow. Those Harleys, I believe, are going to take out the metrics. And I hate to say that because I know all those folks that every single one of them have won the classes at my event. Yeah. Carrie, Trevor, all of them.
Well, needless to say, there's going to be some great racing going on. So either way, whoever wins, it's going to be some good drag racing, man. Something you're not going to want to miss.
No, we had some very intense racing in November, and I think this is really, because again, we have a lot of sponsorship as far as the series, so you're going to get lots of money if you win the series. And more importantly, I'm going to do something ungodly special for everybody that wins the series from my perspective. And it's not just the money piece. I want to give you something that you can hang on that wall, and it's going to be special. So if you're an All Harley World Shootout Series champion, you're a world champion in my eyes. All right. So, a lot of these people coming out to see what you bring to the track. I myself, like I said, I'm going to do my best to put it down like I know I can. And, we're going to race. We're going to have fun. It's a kid-friendly event. We got, Muddy Creek Revival. I mean, it just got a lot of stuff going on with Roy Hill and everything going on. Ty Tharp, being the sponsor, like I said, of that Spevco, he's going to be out there. We might get fortunate enough for him bring that Top Fuel Harley out there. So, we appreciate him and all of the sponsorship for that Pro Comp Outlaw class. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild. And that even made something pop up in my mind that I hadn't got to yet. The Full Throttle Magazine Mini Bike Drag Racing Series, which is kicking off this weekend as well with the All Harley World Shootout. I hear some rumblings there. Doug's been in and out of the chat box on our last couple lives talking about it. I got a whole new raft of stickers that we printed up to take out there and make sure those guys are well represented. But I'm looking forward to some mini bike drag racing this weekend too.
Well, Tim Platt put us out there, with the mini bike last year, running a 6.71 on alcohol. Doug has definitely he's fine-tuned his classes where he has an ET class. So the young ladies that want to come out and win, you have an opportunity now to win in an ET class. So we did that just because we had so much participation towards the latter part of the season last year. And then we also added that Pro Outlaw, which everything goes. Yeah. So Doug Dixon and Hannah, man, I'm telling you, they are doing a fantastic job. And some of these guys, Chris King, Duran Bagwell, Chris Former, all these guys are making it happen. Mm-hmm. And if you just YouTube anything about mini bikes, it's blowing up.
Oh yeah.
I love the mini bikes. They're not going anywhere. As long as I have a race, they're going to be part of the family.
Yep. And it's no joke. A lot of times when I talk to people about it, they go, "What? No. This is a big deal. Them jokers are getting it. It's a lot of fun to watch, So again, it's just another piece of this puzzle that Paul puts on these great events, and there's just so much going on, man. There's always something fun to look at, some good racing, whether it's drag bikes, mini bike drag bikes, man, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, and we have a 560 class, which we added. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I added that class is because my buddy Ray Riddle, if you don't know who Ray Riddle is, he's been racing lots of years. And Ray's got one of the fastest, baddest Harleys that runs that a solid 5.6, probably 5.2, 5.3s. But anyhow, he definitely wanted the 560 class because, he's going to take out some of these guys, these heavy hitters. Hey, Alan Fields, he's in that class too. We got a lot of, heavy hitters. Shane Hull is running in the 560 class. I think Kerry is running in the 560 class. And we got several Harleys that can run in that 560 class. And I think we're gonna show up and show out on that 560 class.
Rock and roll, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, as far as Farmington Dragway, April 14th and 15th this weekend, what else do we got going on? Is that everything we need to hit on this?
That's everything that we need to hit on. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Again, I hope to get some serious racing in on Friday. And, what I'm looking at right now, and again, I pulled this up right before I got here, and it looks like it's about 80, 85%. And like I was telling you earlier, Farmington is like 6-7 miles away from Moxville, and Moxville is where the Doppler radar actually pulls its information. So it could truly be raining in Moxville, but not raining at Farmington. Farmington is like a little offshoot community.
Yeah.
So, Sandy's told me several times, hey, Moxville may show rain, but it's going to pass us. So we'll see. And like I said, we're going to get it in. We're going to get it done. Saturday looks like it's a blessed day, and we really appreciate the man holding up the tears for us a little bit. So, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a good time, man. I'm looking forward to it, as with all the races you guys do. You just do such a good job on them, man. It's a good thing to be at.
Well, it's not just me, folks. It's the racers.
Mm-hmm.
We don't had several folks call me over the last few days, and they say, "Hey, Paul, what do you charge for camping?" I'm like, "We don't charge anything for camping." What do you charge for golf carts? We don't charge for golf carts. So we don't do a lot of things, and the reason is because two reasons. One, we're supported with our sponsors, and we really appreciate the partners we have like yourself, and also our fans. We have lots and lots of people that come out. Like I said, we had 123 bites, in November. I think we're going to blow that out the water. It's out there. We want to take care of the racers. We got some killer vendors coming. Lots and lots of vendors. My personal snow cone lady will be there.
Nice.
So, Julie will be there and taking care of everybody on that 79-degree weather. So it's going to be a great event Saturday. I'll be tired at the end of the day, but I'm still going to get my race in with Roy Hill, though. I got to do that. Might do it early, though.
There you go. Well, let's hit this then. Just to put it all out there, what are our gate times? What's ticket prices? What are we looking at here?
All right, folks, we never change anything. Okay. Ticket prices are $20 on Friday, $20 on Saturday. And again, on Saturday, you're going to see a live concert with one of the baddest bands there is. You got a chance to see some drag cars going down the track.
You got a chance to be in the drag car.
You got a chance to be in the drag car. And obviously we got some of the most powerful Harleys around coming, and as well as some of the best metrics and metric racers as well. So, just like, you keep saying it's a Harley event, an event. And that's what it is. I do not ever say that we have a race. I don't like saying that because we really work too hard to make it something outside and a lot more than a race.
Yep. So. Yep. Lots of stuff going on all the time.
Friday, gates open at 10.
Okay.
Saturday, gates open at 8. But now, folks, if you're getting there and you need to be in there at 7, there's lots of folks coming in on Thursday that have already hit me up. I will be there Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be there Friday. So just if you got my cell phone number, give me a call. Don't worry about anything as far as, if you're a racer, especially, you come in whenever you get there. All right. We'll take care of everything at another time. I'm not worried about that. We just want to make sure that you get in and get set up. We will have designated areas, all right, for some of the folks, because, we had so many people in November. The mini bikes going to be parking the same spot that they were last year, mini bike row, all right, mini bike venue, whatever you want to call it, Doug. But anyhow, you got that whole fence all the way down, just like you did last year. The first section right behind the gift shop, that is where we're going to have vendor row, okay? And then the band will actually be behind the concession stands, or to the left of the concession stand, we got them right up there in front where, you know, the fans can see them and hear them and the whole 9 yards. So we got everything, and everything will be roped off. We got several folks, some of the biker clubs coming in, some of the Christian biker clubs. You know, we're going to designate some locations for these folks to come in and park, and we appreciate everybody showing up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, like I said, big time. Farmington Dragway, the kickoff of the All Harley World Shootout this weekend, April 14th and 15th. It's a must-attend event. It is the main event of the weekend.
I appreciate you saying that. You know, we work hard to do that. And for you folks that don't know, Jack Corpella, obviously, you know, he comes to all my events. He will be down there going live. Don't if you're shy, don't get around him, because he will put you out there live on television. So, you know, again, I appreciate Jack and Cycle Drag, and I do want to give a huge shout out to Brandy Niedmeyer at Drag Bike. You know, she gave us a lot of love yesterday. You know, and I appreciate Drag Bike. Actually, dragbike.com is on my leathers, my new leathers. And so, you know, I appreciate Brandy, dragbike.com, and all the support that we're getting from everybody. So thank you a big bunch.
All right. Now, when we were talking about the belts, you were talking about your sponsors and going, hey, man, we got so many sponsors, so many spots taken up that you had to put some people off to 710. Not really putting them off, but there were,
sure.
You went ahead and started the sponsorship for 710. So let's go ahead and get into that, because that is your second race of the season, and I hear there's some big things going on for that.
Well, listen, fans, let me just say this to you, okay? I only have 3 classes remaining, so at 710, and that's not till June. So if you want to be heavily involved in that race, you got to reach out really quick. All right, but let me just say this to you, okay? We had Ty Tharp, who is a future Hall of Famer for sure in North Carolina. You know, Ty Tharp has just been so dominant in the top fuel world. I mean, over the last few years, I mean, it's just unbelievable having his support and him lending his time to come out and be a part of us and hanging out with the fans. And again, I said this on a post. I can't remember when I said it, but you know, there were a couple guys, racers, that said, "Hey, listen, if I win, can we get Ty to sign the belt for us?" And I said, absolutely.
That's awesome.
We can make that happen. And Ty definitely concurred that he will be more than happy to do that. Now, folks, Robeson County, Lumbee Nation, all right? I have a lot of things going on with this race, and I'm working on it right now. But I'm going to give you one little bit of information, all right? And this is mega information for my Lumbee people, all right? Jay Turner Racing, the Bulldog himself, Jay Turner, is coming, and he's going to be the Pro Comp Outlaw sponsor for that event.
Awesome. Look at that.
I mean, Jay Turner, thank you, JTR Racing. And I did tell him, actually talked to him today and said, hey, listen, I got a collard sandwich waiting on you. And he, you know, and he hadn't been down there, and he knows a tremendous amount of alums. And he says, man, I can't wait to get down there. I really want to, you know, hang out and be a part of that. But, you know, folks, you know, just a few weeks back, you know, I was there, and I was a part of Jay Turner being inducted into the North Carolina Hall of Fame.
Yep. And,
you know, that was just a monumental moment for me, because I've watched Jay for the last 10, 15 years, 20 years. He's a top fuel world champion many times over. Anybody getting inducted into the North Carolina Hall of Fame, that's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
you know, it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Jay, I just want to let you know that Lumbee folks is going to be supporting you heavily. We appreciate your support. It's mega that you come down and be a part of our program down there in Lumbee Nation at 710 Dragway. And thank you so much. And one big shout out to is Jody Lowry and Pembroke Fast Lube. You know, they've added $1,000 to Pro Comp Outlaw.
Hey,
this is Jay's class. So that Pro Comp Outlaw prize money is $2,500. All right, folks. So again, let me just say one last thing. All right, this is about 710. All right, Robco Rides. All right, I've been working on this too. Robco Rides and Doug Hammonds, they got something they're putting together, and it is unbelievable. All right, East Coast Fuelers. If you don't know who these folks are, look them up. All right, they are the old school blown alcohol cars. Robco Rides is presenting the Doug Hammonds Pro Shootout with those bad alcohol cars, man. And these guys run 4 seconds. 140, 50 in the eighth of a mile. I got videos. I'm gonna put them out at the later date. Yeah. But we appreciate Robco Rides, and we got a lot of stuff we're announcing. And again, you know, I'm just blessed to be a part of Lumbee Nation and the support we have. The event sponsors obviously is Fort Bragg Harley Davidson and the Lumbee Tribe, which we really appreciate them folks coming on board, being a part of this program. Again, we're gonna represent well. You know, we don't do anything that we're not supposed to be doing. We just love to race and love to have a family atmosphere. And thank you guys for being a huge part of that as well. And then we're going to be that Thursday. We got the pre-party at, I'm hoping I'm saying this is right, Demont Hunt sends me the name, but I just, Latrona Bar down there at 710. My folks, y'all know where it's at. But anyhow, we're going to be there Thursday with a lot of bikes. Team Honeybun is the official race host team, and this is their show. Right. I'm just telling you right now, Ricky and Atoria Chavis, Team Honeybun, this is your show, 710 Dragway, and I already know that they are going all out for family and friends.
Man,
yep.
Tell you what, man, that's just one of those things that is exciting. You know, this time of year is exciting for the. You know, we're starting off at Farmington. We got a big deal here, and they rush right into 710. Man, big announcements for that. But I know that's not all, man. Like you put together a great schedule, man. But the third race of the year.
Oh yeah. Let me just say this right here. You know, Wilkesboro. You know, I actually I'm in business with North Wilkesboro. You know, I got some things going on with the NASCAR and the SMA with my company, my corporate company, Alsco, and we appreciate that partnership as well. But anyhow, you know, they got that NASCAR all-star race.
They do.
And folks, let me tell you, Wilkesboro supports two things. They support their racing, you know, and their moonshine and them Harleys. All right. So it's going to be a huge event for us. You know, Paul Salvatore is just knocking it out the park with Wilkesboro Dragway, folks. Yeah. If you're local to that community, and I'm actually going to go down there and do some test and tuning and be a part of supporting that track as well, because this is a beautiful track. He's done a lot of magnificent things down there, but we're bringing the All Harley World Shootout to that event as well, August 17th and 18th. Roy Hill is going to be a huge part of that, and we got some guest celebrities that are going to blow your mind. So we appreciate the support that we have with the Wilkesboro community and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I'm not going to tell you who. I obviously have the sponsors, event sponsors, and I'm telling you right now, folks, it gets no better, no bigger than the sponsorship that we're bringing to you for the Wilkesboro event. So Harley's, you know, little stuff, and you know, hey, we got some bands. We're gonna, you know, we got a lot of things going on at that event too. But you know, it's August. I want to get through Farmington. I got 150, 200 hours that I'm into already at 710.
Yeah.
And I got a lot more than that. So we appreciate it.
No, that's for sure, man. Like, you know, the big deal is this weekend.
Yeah.
It is the kickoff for the All Harley World Shootout this weekend at Farmington, April 14th and 15th. It's going to be the deal. But, you know, you just got to touch on all this exciting news, man, for the second and third race. And you know, it just keeps going. But yeah, for sure, man, you gotta kick off the year right. Let's get Farmington under us and get some racing in.
Farmington is going to be a big race for us. It is, like you said, it's the start of the series. These series sponsors, you know, Dan Daphne. Oh, let me just say this. I forgot. Dan Daphne called me a couple days ago. And folks, if you are running a set of Axtell cylinders and you win that race, he's going to drop another 100 on top of that money. And you know what I told him I would do? I would match that 100.
Nice.
So, you know, if you run an Axtell cylinders, and I'm going to tell you right now, I know several of them boys that their bikes have been in his shop.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're going to, you know, they have an opportunity to win this. A lot of money. You know, we got a lot of money out there, man.
Every time we get onto another topic, it comes out. We've got more prize money.
Dan Daphne just called me up out of the blue and said, hey, listen, you know, if anybody with Axtell cylinders wins the class, you know, I want to highlight them and reward them for being, you know, one of my sponsors, you know, one of the people that represent the product that I'm actually putting out there.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I support you like you support me. So let's make it 200.
Yeah.
So there we go.
And that's the way it gets done.
That's the way it gets done. Folks, listen, you know, Farmington's going to be great this weekend. No fret, no worries. It's worth it. Saturday, beautiful day. concert, drag cars, and the racing is packed. 710, Jay Turner, thank you, sir. We appreciate you, and Jim Turner and Bubba Turner and Rock Turner, the whole family. I know all you guys, and I want to tell you how much it's just an honor to have him step on the property at 710. Right. Really, it means that much to. And I'm going to tell you right now, Lumbee Nation is going to show up to see that man.
Absolutely.
All right. Rob Rides, thank you a huge bunch. Mark Chavis, you're one of my favorite peoples. Doug Hammonds, obviously you know you are. So let's make all this. Let's put it together. Let's make it happen. Let's make it big for everybody.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, man. We got anything else to go, or are we ready to go?
No, I think we're ready to go. I do want to say one last thing. And
do it.
You know, because Harley Davidson, you know, this is their 120th anniversary. All right. 1903 to 2023. So Harley Davidson is going to be a big part of what we're doing at 710. All right. We're going to celebrate 120 years of the baddest of the bad out there in the two-cycle world. You know, again, you know, I got a flyer that I have coming. I'm going to put it out probably Sunday or Monday. This flyer, you just read it, and it says everything that you need to say, right, about Harleys and the community in Robeson County. So we're gonna put that out probably Sunday or Monday, depending on how tired I am. But we got to get started on 710 because I truly only have 3 classes left for anybody that wants to be a part of the 710 race. Thank you, Jay Turner, again.
Yep, you got to dive on that if you want to be a part of that 710.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, fans. I'll see you Friday.
All right. Well, that's the deal, man. You heard it from the man himself, Paul Watson, All Harley World Shootout, Lumbee Racing. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in tonight on a, what is it, Wednesday night?
Wednesday night
at 7:00, man. Just promise me you guys are going to get out there to the racetrack, enjoy yourself out there. It's going to be a hell of a weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you, fans. I really appreciate your support. All about them Harleys at the end of the day. Family, kid-friendly family atmosphere. So come on out. Let's have fun. Enjoy yourselves.
All right. Well, that's it, man. We're going to get out of here for the night.
All right. Thank you, guys.